The assassination of President John F. Kennedy on November 22, 1963, left an indelible scar on the American psyche. The shocking events in Dallas that day continue to reverberate through history, a stark reminder of the fragility of power and the enduring allure of conspiracy. For over 6 decades, the assassination has been a subject of intense scrutiny, speculation, and debate. Despite the official findings of the Warren Commission, which concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in killing the president, doubts have persisted, fueled by inconsistencies, unanswered questions, and a lingering sense that the full truth remained hidden. On March 21, 2025, a new chapter in this enduring mystery began with the release of over 1,100 previously classified documents related to the assassination. These documents, comprising roughly 80,000 pages, offer fresh insights into the events leading up to that fateful day in Dallas and the subsequent investigations. The release of these files has been eagerly awaited by historians, researchers, and those who have long sought a deeper understanding of the assassination and its implications. While some redactions remain, the new documents provide a more comprehensive picture of the individuals and events surrounding the assassination, shedding light on the shadowy world of intelligence operations, organized crime, and Cold War intrigue. The release of these files is a testament to the importance of transparency and accountability, even decades after a tragic event. The documents offer an opportunity to re-examine the evidence, challenge long-held assumptions, and perhaps come closer to a complete understanding of the events that unfolded in Dallas. As we delve into the trove of newly released information, we must do so with a commitment to evidence-based analysis, separating fact from speculation and avoiding the allure of unfounded conspiracy theories. The assassination of John F. Kennedy was a watershed moment in American history, a stark reminder of the fragility of democracy and the ever-present potential for violence to disrupt the delicate fabric of society. The release of these documents provides an opportunity to confront the past, to grapple with its complexities, and to seek a more complete understanding of one of the most consequential events in American history. As we delve into the details of the newly released files, we must do so with a commitment to accuracy, objectivity, and a shared desire to uncover the truth, no matter how uncomfortable it may be. The quest for answers continues, and the release of these documents marks an important step forward in that ongoing journey. Among the most intriguing revelations in the newly released documents are those pertaining to Operation Mongoose, a covert program authorized by President Kennedy in 1961 with the aim of overthrowing Fidel Castro's communist regime in Cuba. The documents provide a glimpse into the shadowy world of Cold War espionage, revealing the CIA's willingness to employ unconventional and often ruthless tactics in pursuit of its objectives. Operation Mongoose was a complex and multifaceted undertaking involving a range of covert activities, including sabotage, propaganda, and assassination attempts against Castro himself. The program's existence has long been known, but the newly released documents offer a more detailed and nuanced understanding of its scope, its methods, and its ultimate failure. The documents reveal that the CIA, in its desperation to eliminate Castro, forged alliances with unlikely partners, including figures from the American Mafia. The agency believed that the Mafia, with its underworld connections and experience in violence and intimidation, could provide valuable assistance in its efforts to destabilize the Castro regime. These alliances, however, proved to be both operationally problematic and morally questionable, entangling the CIA in a web of relationships that would come back to haunt it. The documents shed light on the CIA's recruitment of mafia figures like Sam Giancana and Johnny Roselli, who were tasked with carrying out assassination attempts against Castro. These assassination plots, often bordering on the absurd, involved poisoned cigars, exploding seashells, and even a plan to dust Castro's television studio with LSD. The documents detail these plots in all their bizarre and unsettling detail, raising questions about the judgment and oversight of those involved in Operation Mongoose. The CIA's willingness to engage with organized crime in pursuit of its objectives highlights the agency's often ruthless pragmatism during the Cold War, as well as the ethical compromises it was willing to make. in the name of national security. The newly released documents on Operation Mongoose offer a sobering reminder of the dangers of unchecked power and the unintended consequences of covert operations. They provide a valuable window into a dark and often overlooked chapter of American history, revealing the lengths to which the government was willing to go in its pursuit of Cold War objectives. The documents also serve as a cautionary tale about the importance of oversight and accountability in intelligence operations, and the need to balance national security concerns with democratic values and the rule of law. A particularly intriguing revelation within the newly released documents is a CIA memo that places Jack Ruby, the Dallas nightclub owner who fatally shot Lee Harvey Oswald, and Oswald himself in the same nightclub just weeks before the assassination. While the memo does not explicitly state the nature of their alleged encounter or the duration of their presence at the club, it raises tantalizing questions about a possible connection between the two men. The potential significance of this encounter is magnified by the fact that Ruby, a man with known ties to organized crime, would later claim that he shot Oswald on impulse out of grief over President Kennedy's death. The memo, which had been heavily redacted in previous releases, provides a concrete link between two central figures in the assassination saga, adding fuel to the fire of speculation about a larger conspiracy. The fact that Ruby and Oswald were both present in the same location, a known haunt for figures involved in organized crime and gambling so close to the assassination, is a remarkable coincidence that demands further investigation. The memo does not provide definitive answers about the nature of their alleged encounter or its potential significance. However, it raises more questions than it answers, adding another layer of complexity to an already convoluted case. Was their meeting a chance encounter, or could it have been something more orchestrated? Perhaps a pre-assassination briefing or a sign of a deeper connection between the two men? The memo's existence challenges the official narrative that paints Ruby as a lone wolf, driven to act solely by grief and anger. Instead, it suggests the possibility of a more calculated act, one with potential ties to organized crime or other shadowy actors. This revelation adds to the growing body of evidence that calls into question the completeness and veracity of the Warren Commission's findings. The CIA memo linking Ruby and Oswald is a crucial piece of the puzzle, offering a potential connection between the assassin and the man who silenced him before he could stand trial. It is a reminder that even decades later, the assassination of President Kennedy continues to hold secrets, and the pursuit of truth is an ongoing process. Section 4, A Bullet and Its Secrets, Unraveling the Single Bullet Theory. As we delve deeper into Lee Harvey Oswald's life, we uncover a series of movements and mysterious encounters that raise more questions than answers. Oswald's journey took him from the United States to the Soviet Union and back, each step shrouded in intrigue. He mingled with various groups, some radical, others seemingly innocuous, but each connection adding another layer to the enigma. Was he merely a lone wolf or a pawn in a larger game? The truth remains elusive as we piece together his actions and the shadowy figures he crossed paths with. What drove Oswald to the Texas School Book Depository on that fateful day? And who were the individuals he met in the days leading up to the assassination? These questions continue to haunt historians and conspiracy theorists alike. By examining his every move, we hope to inch closer to understanding the man behind the mystery and perhaps uncover the hidden forces that shaped his path. During the early 1960s, the fervor against Fidel Castro was almost palpable. The United States government, along with various anti-Castro groups, was deeply invested in undermining his regime. This period of intense political tension gave rise to numerous conspiracy theories as people speculated about the possible involvement of these groups in the assassination of President Kennedy. Was there a connection, or was it merely a coincidence? The official narrative, as presented by the Warren Commission, concluded that Lee Harvey Oswald acted alone in assassinating President Kennedy. However, many have questioned this conclusion, suggesting that Oswald was merely a patsy, a pawn in a larger, more sinister plot. The debate over whether Oswald was the lone gunman or part of a broader conspiracy continues to fuel discussions and investigations to this day. In the aftermath of the assassination, the rush to find answers often led to more questions. Was the investigation a genuine quest for truth, or was it a rush to judgment? Critics argue that crucial evidence was overlooked or mishandled, while others believed that the truth was deliberately obscured. The search for answers has become a complex web of theories, each with its own set of believers and skeptics. Decades later, the quest for truth about the assassination of President Kennedy continues. New documents are still being released, and researchers remain dedicated to uncovering the full story. While some questions may never be answered, the enduring interest in this pivotal moment in history demonstrates our collective desire to understand the past and its impact on our present and future.